Mad driver on top of the car. Mad driver that jumps off and back on his train. Pro driver, yeah. Mad pro, same thing, right? To watch these speeds, it was seriously picking up speed. .50 limit, we should be alright. Yeah, I'm enjoying the diesel. I don't believe in all this electric thing, Bennett. Just get in a tunnel with a diesel engine and fill your lungs. And as you exhale, laugh in Tesla's face. To get to the front and figure out if this track's set up for straight through or not. By the time we come out, it's already too late. That's a bit of a violent kick on the cars right there, look. That's supposed to be a straight through piece of track, but I reckon if you're doing more than 30, you'd be in trouble. Welcome back, BGR. I reckon most of this is going to go down to the harbour and stuff. Or the steel factory, maybe. That's probably going to the harbour, that's probably going to the steel factory. We'll keep it under 30 until the back end of that's gone through. Good, thank you, Maurice. See, this is where Binocs would be great. Ready? Breathe in. Can't beat the smell of fresh combustion in the morning. A bit of a climb, I think, and then quite a serious set of turns. See kids, this is how tunnels become black. I'd like a coffee, D. Gaffney, but I don't think I can drink one. This is a heck of a climb. I think if we keep it under 30, we'll be alright. I bet the back of the train has only just gone into the tunnel. Why are you giving me your Discord ID, Altaf? Could be your browser, Liam. Try a different browser. How's the new car? It's. I've still not been able to properly put my foot down in it yet because it's still running in, but it's doing. I'm getting used to it, like learning the features. It's good. Put a dash cam in it the other day. Played Farm Sim for a while. Yeah, MBUX is nice. There's one feature I don't like about the car. One feature. And that is, when I put it into reverse, the reverse camera comes on, and the 360 parking display comes on, but the passenger mirror tilts down. Presumably so that I can see where the curb is, but I don't want it to tilt down, and I can't find a setting that says don't do that. I remember on the previous Mercedes I had, you could press a button on the mirror thing and it would flip it back. I can't figure that bit out. I went for the Thinkware Q400 Pro camera. Adjust it while you're in reverse. You think it will remember that? If I do that? The truck has that, but you can change the setting. So, if when I put it in reverse and it tilts down, if I basically position it back up again, you think it will remember that position for next time I put it in reverse? I'll have to try it. Yeah, the Thinkware camera's not a cheap one, it's synesthesia. The back of the train is not really showing. It's a bit weird. It's not really showing where the logo is at the moment. I don't know why. Oh, now it's showing it. Look. Back of the loco's back there. It only seems to show properly when you get out. I could ask Mercedes. I'll try playing with the mirror first and see if that sorts it out. Vrome, do you know how big the manual is for my car? Let me. It's basically that thick, and I'm not joking. It's 640-page manual, and then there's an AMG supplement. I ain't reading through that. I'll try them, Buzz. I didn't think of just trying to position it back because I was trying to figure out the previous Mercedes, you basically pressed a button and put it back. Like there was a slider for whether you wanted to adjust the left or the right mirror, and if you left it in a in a left position, it would always tilt the mirror, and if you left it in the right position, it would never tilt the mirror. And that's how it did it. But it doesn't have a slider in my car, it has like 2 independent buttons. PC Blackout, welcome back. Oh, do you know what? When we're over there, we're going to be able to look back and see the train. Yeah, but the manual in the car is very abbreviated. I might get the PDF version from them, I can just search properly. Maybe not a bad plan if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There's the back. Nice. Thank you, Gamer Freak. I'm really happy with it. Looks superb in black. I should do a Minecraft Let's Play series. I don't think so. You'll probably see me do a Fortnite Let's Play series before I'll do a Minecraft one. Nice. That's a good view. Like with these frame rates now, it's so enjoyable. Why not keep the options it saves and buy new tyres? Wait, what? Keep what option, Dave? No, it's a V6. The 43 is a V6. If you go for the 63, that's when you get the V8. Very thirsty car. The V8. Not for me. I'm happy with my, you know, having good performance and miles per gallon being in the 20s. If you get a V8, yeesh. Good luck with the fuel bill. Because Dave, you see, with my car, you can have different driver profiles. So I can create a driver profile and it remembers all of my mirror settings, all my favorites, how I like the UI, how I like my seating position, how I like the mirrors. It remembers it all. And then when Mrs. Squirrel gets in, not that she does, because I won't allow her. When Mrs. Squirrel gets in, you create a driver profile for Mrs. Squirrel, and it doesn't matter where she puts the mirrors, and it doesn't matter what radio station she tunes into, and it doesn't matter what she does with the seat. It doesn't matter, because when I get in, it goes, hey, Paul's got in the car, I'm going to engage driver profile for Paul. It is absolute genius. Talk about creature comfort. Like, literally the only thing I would have to do is move that mirror, because that's not motorized. The rear view, that's the only thing that I'd have to change. How does it know? Actually, it is psychic, Hannah. It does know. It's a bit weird. Not only that, but it has a microphone in both seats, and it can detect who's talking. So if she says something, it knows that she's talking, and if I say something, you know what I mean? It's bizarre. Sarek, thank you for 61 months. It has keyless entry as well. Yeah, you just put your hand behind the driver's handle and in you go. Fancy buttons, point A to point B. Fair enough. Some people are like that with cars. You see, I'm a bit like that with clothes, right? Not point A to point B, but there are some people who are like fashionistas and they'll spend a fortune on clothes and they're worried about how they look when they walk out the door. Me? Am I comfortable? Do I not look like an idiot? I'm good. You see, when it comes to fashion, I'm like that, how you are with cars. I couldn't give two hoots about fashion. I'd rather spend my money on a car than spend it on a bunch of shoes and shirts and whatever. Each to his own. It's your money, you spend it on what you want, right? Cadillac DeVille, 1998, blimey. Does the car have a sliding panel to block out people in the back seat? No, I think only taxis have that. It has ambient lighting though, which is quite funny. You can set different colours for the lighting inside the car, like LED lighting. It's basically like RGB lighting in the car. And you sort of sit there going, ooh, do I want that colour? What about blue? Ooh, what am I? How about a mixture of purple and blue? Ooh, that's nice. What if we make it animated? You just sit there for like an hour, faffing around with the colour of the inside of your car. This is what life has become. I tell you what's clever though, the lights. The headlights are amazing. Oh my god, they are so good. I've never had like Matrix LED type headlights before. Just the... I find it hard to trust. But you just put the main beams on and don't care. And when you turn it on, you see like the light in front of you go... Like literally watch it open like that in front of you. And then when the cars come, it just goes... Zoop. Crazy. Crazy tech. It is cool. It's cool technology. And then you just go, hey Mercedes, how can I help you? And you just go, listen to LBC. Just puts LBC on. You're like, wow. It's funny. Uh-oh. Kill some speed through here. Not really sure what the speed limit is. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, I've never had the full Matrix LEDs, maybe. I think they're so cool though. I'm still finding it hard to adjust, kind of moving away from looking in mirrors when I reverse to looking at cameras and stuff. The trust level. You can turn it off, Rome. If you don't want the voice recognition thing on for Hey Mercedes, you literally, it's one option, turn it off. And instead you just press the button and it'll go, how can I help you? Like, you don't have to have it on. They're all like that though. You know, I wish you could change the name of it though. That's the thing. I wish you could change the name from Hey Mercedes to like something a bit more obscure. Exactly. Oi, scumbag! If I could, if it let you record a custom thingy, I would do something like that. But, oi, scumbag! Mind you, that would probably get activated every time there's like a rubbish driver on the road. Oi, scumbag! How can I help you? No, not you! Him! But yeah, you could, if you could change it, it would be helpful. Just when you're at your most angry, how can I help you? You can help me by shutting up. All the sensors around the car though, it's just nuts. Like, I pulled away from the driveway and the steering wheel was slightly turned. So there's like a little wall. And Mercedes, the car just went, we're about a foot away from this wall and your steering wheel is slightly turned towards it. So as it started to move forward, it just put the brakes on. It went, it was like, what? So I turned the wheel and it let me go. Like, it literally stopped me from driving. Crime Buster, welcome back. Right, we're approaching Food Factory Town. I should have been planning this. Straight into C, wasn't it? Straight into C4I, if I remember. Southwest, straight in. 4I from the southwest, first lane on the right. assume that we're going this way. Let's see, yes it is. Left into here. It's a 4i. You take a pure mechanical car over modern things any day. That's going to get harder and harder as time goes on. Like, most cars on the road now have all kinds of electronic management in the engine, and that's only going to get more and more. It's full stops is what does it, Steam. If you put full stops in there, it thinks either it's a website or you're going ... You're spamming a symbol. Well, let's see. Number 32 is that one. That's going into 4i, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Back, I think. And the next one after that is 15. Okay, so both of the front ones are going to 4i. All the shouting was from the auto start sucks that he put in capital letters. That was the shouting one. Yeah, I think the fact that his name is capital letters as well probably doesn't help. But the entire sentence was in caps, bro. Go onto the diagram. C goes all the way through, so we should be okay for letting it just drive straight through. One, two, three, 5. Gotta figure out where 15 ends. I'm guessing it's this one. Yep. You hate auto start. You can turn auto start off. I mean, it's second nature to me. I just get in my car and immediately press the auto start off button. That's not going to be the worst thing. From 2022, your car's going to obey the speed limit. Like, as in literally apply the brakes. That's the worst one. Was that far forward enough? I don't know. DeBomb, thank you for 3 months. No, I mean brand new cars, Jones. Sorry, I should have been clearer. From 2022, all brand new cars in the EU have to auto apply the brakes when you go over the speed limit. You'll be able to disable it temporarily. But you better believe that that's being logged and will be used against you. Okay, I think probably disco this now, can't we? Just turn that off for now. Where's the station thingy, I wonder? Probably all Teslas, even the older ones, will get an update. Yeah, you might be right. But then, you know, that could apply to most modern cars, right? Is that the station? I really hate the way that you have to go hunting around to find this thing. So there should be that one, 32. So 32, which is 238 tons, 88.82 meters, 9791. And that one, 15, which is 619 tons, blimey, 204.08 meters, and that was worth 18,204. $12,000 worth of stuff on that. So that leaves us with only 2 jobs, I believe. Which is 16 and 95. 16's on the end there. Managed to go to C1S. C1S, we are in 4I. 1S should be on the far right. So if we just back this thing up a little bit, it should be a case of C1S is this one, apparently. You don't want auto drive. That's Tesla though, isn't it? See, this, I said this before, but what I don't get about Tesla's vision is they don't want you to own a car and they don't want you to drive a car. Well, they kind of want you to own a car but let everybody else use it. And then they don't want you to drive, they want it to drive you. It's a weird concept. So they want to implement this whole car sharing thing. It's 13 cars need to go in here. You think Tesla SpaceX are going to take over the world? Nobody and nothing has ever taken over the world. Ever. Well, Earth and Lady, I think Elon Musk tweeted out this week that very, very soon, I think he said in September maybe, they're gonna reach their goal of having cars which drive more, like 10 times more safely than the average human. True. That was always his goal, 10 times safer. This blue one here. The last of the orange. Okay. So this one should all be 95. Yep. $95 is going to D4S. Programs make mistakes. Oh yeah. I agree. Software is only as good as the author. The thing that humans beat computers over is handling unexpected cases. How many times have you had a computer pop up and say, unexpected error occurred? In other words, nobody told me what to do when this happens. Now imagine that in a Tesla car. It comes across an unexpected situation. It doesn't know what to do. So it slams on the brakes and goes, an unexpected condition occurred. What? We're in the middle of a train track. Yeah, it was unexpected. I didn't expect to find my car in the middle of a train track, so I don't know what to do. I've put the brakes on. What? Get off the track. But seriously, that's what humans do best. Improvisation. That's what computers don't do. Or what they call machine learning. Drawing on all of your experience. It's like Sully, isn't it, in the Airbus, right? Sully takes off, loses both engines, manages to put the plane down without anybody dying. And they were like, how can you do that? He said, well, basically, I took, you know, over the thousands of hours of aviation that I've done, I built up all that experience for the day when I needed to draw down on that and handle a situation that nobody had to handle before. And that's what it's about. That's what human condition is. Right, we need to go left here, I think. Humans sometimes stop on the train tracks too. They do indeed. For various reasons though. Whenever they do, they're usually meant to do it. Whereas the car would be going, I didn't expect this. That's what I meant. Right, so keep going left till we get to D. And then we want 4S, which is from the southwest, very left one. Yeah, Albeck. On a sim, you know, that's one thing. Imagine that in real life. There's a diesel service yard here, isn't there? Should be able to get service done. Technology cars making people lazy. Surely technology in general is arguably making people lazy. Like, when was the last time you hand washed your clothes? When was the last time you actually, like, got your clothes and some soap and scrubbed them to get them clean? Or did you just throw them in a machine, drop some powder in, press go, and walk away? I mean, is that being lazy? I think that's just general automation, technology and automation, isn't it? So why are cars different? Yeah, that's literally it, though, isn't it, EFA? Like, the little stains that you can't just get out, you need to pre-treat, that's it. Cars are way more dangerous than a washing machine. What's your point? Maybe we need more automation. I mean, you've seen people drive cars. How often are they paying proper attention to what they're doing? If they go on like a 2-hour journey, or even a 1-hour journey, are they 100% concentrating on what's going on? Or like, oh, where's that packet of crisps gone? Oh, what are you doing in the back? I wonder what radio channel I should be, Every time they distract by something, every time, they're not focused on what's going on. Surely automation helps you at that point. Olympian, thank you for 11 months. I'm glad you're still enjoying it. Thank you. Well, this is it. Pilots don't do everything in an airplane, do they? Far from it. They used to. Pilots used to do everything, but they've become more and more and more automated. Right, that's another 6,174.56. Would you get into a plane without the pilots? Well, that's an interesting question. There are plenty of companies out there who are trying to do exactly that. We're trying to create pilotless passenger planes. I mean, I've been on the London, what's it called? The London Underground line, is it not the District and Circle? The Jubilee line? That's fully automated. The Docklands Light Railway, whenever you go down to the O2, you get on the DLR. That's a fully automated tube. There's no driver. Do you even know when you get on the middle? Do you even know that there's no driver? Yeah, I need to go and claim the money for these, but I've got to go in there anyway to pay all the fees and stuff. If you go to Birmingham NEC and you travel between the airport and the train station, fully automated shuttle. If you go to Stansted, when you get to, there's various gates that you go to, fully automated shuttle. Same thing in Vegas. That was a fully automated shuttle at the airport. And that broke down. That was cool. It broke down and there was no like, this is your driver speaking, I'm going to sort this out. It broke down and it sat there. It sat there until some guy on our train basically prized the door open. and us lucky few got off. I use public transport to get to school and work. Since I drive, I'm happier now. Happier driving. There's pros and cons in it, for sure. You go on public transport, you know, you can sit down, read a book, watch some films, whatever, relax. Sit next to sweaty people, complain about the heat because the heating's too high, can't turn it down. Open a window to cool down, somebody complains about that and says, "Can you shut the window, please?" Watch somebody eat a burger in front of you. I mean, it's all good. It's great, right? Public transport's amazing. Why would you want to give that up? Thank you, Mickey Legit. My alarm's about to go off. I need to go and take my medicine again. It'd be quite useful if you could get out your car and it goes and parks itself. Well, that's what Teslas will do. I mean, my car's got parking. It's quite funny. You just engage it, drive past a space, and then it... Literally the only thing you do is touch the brake. Parks itself. It's hilarious. But it will only park in a space that's got two cars, one on either side. It can't park in an empty bay. Like, if there's an empty bay next to it, it can't park in that bay. It's hilarious. Like, I pretty much always park in a bay where there's no other cars if possible. I would never park between two cars unless I have to. And that's the only thing it can do. Well, that is true, Vron, but that's not the reason. That's not the reason it does it. The reason is because it can't figure out. It can't figure out the gap unless there's two cars there to use as a reference point. Some people just can't park, Vron. You give them white lines on the car park and they can't park in between them. They park at a slant. They park half in one bay, half in another. They totally ignore it and use two bays. I've seen it. You've seen it, I'm sure. I even see people park in the road, and I swear they must have walked to the curb. It's that far. Wondering if I can push this thing far back enough to get another one in here, but I don't think I can. It's a bit annoying. I'm going to have to pull this thing out of the way. I don't think there's room for both. Yeah, I'll just, I'll shove it over here. Out the way. Put in that siding there. It's all good. I might just stick in front of that one. saw Fiat 500 yesterday. It was almost at a 45-degree angle to the curb. I've always wanted to make some stickers. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What just... What? What's going on? Wait, what just happened? Why did that get to here and bounce back? What just happened? Wait, it's not taking the... It's ignoring my throttle response. Look, I'm putting my throttle in and it's just... Oh. Brake. Okay. Throttle. Throttle in, let go, throttle's down. Like, literally for no reason. I don't know what's going on, the remote's not working. What the? I'm on the wrong... Look. I put it forward. There you go, it's working now. I tabbed out, tabbed back in, press escape, and now it's working again. That was pretty strange. Wait, what? Why is it refusing to go into this junction? What's going on? I don't think it's an MPU malfunction. I think there's something about this track it doesn't like. It's getting to this piece of track and it's literally like bouncing back. Look, it's like an invisible wall right there. And then it just bounces away from it. I have no clue what's going on. Well, maybe you did, Captain Flint, but I can't figure it out. That is pretty weird, whatever's going on there. I don't want to use the other loco, I've just paid for a repair bill on it. And dump it over here. Dark Scales, thank you very, very much for subbing. Welcome to the Nut House. Just saw your sub there, thank you. Stick it in the corner here. Can't be Cowley. We drove down there twice already. 'Cause 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 'c be interested to see if it actually goes... Well, we don't need to go all the way through it, but we need to come past here. All this just so I can get this thing serviced. I don't understand why there's grass and daisies and stuff in here. Like, what is going on? Why is this going through the concrete? Where's the terminal gone? No sand. Total bill, 6,141.81. Okay. Now we need to pay our fees. See how much that's going to come to. Is this the yard here? Where's the yard gone? Can I not just paint the thing like bright yellow? Okay, let's hand this in first. This is number 16. This was 247 tons, 188.8 meters. And that paid 34,098. And this one was job 95. That was 133 tons, 101.66 meters, paying 20,281. Wow, I think that's all the jobs. Right, so fees. Let's see what fees we've got. So that $430, we're going to have to count it, but I didn't do that. That was literally down to the game bouncing a carriage in the middle of a contest. That's a bit of a weird one. But we're going to have to pay it, I'm afraid. That's $430. Then Loco 1 also had another 1,527.52. And that one had 1669.38. Okay. And I have a grand total of 567,000. Right, so we can actually add some numbers up here. So what do we want to know? Let's see how much we paid in fees, I guess. Right, 430 plus 2205. 430. Okay. Total fees came to $62,816. That's like for all the locos, any repair damage, oil, sand, environmental fees, like everything. 62,816 is what it costs to do those jobs. And the amount we took in jobs themselves was plus 28. Okay. How much do you think we took in income? What do you reckon? Just working out our profit. Okay, so we took in income for jobs 224,413. Shelled out 62,816. Total profit 161,597. That is how much we earned. So nearly a quarter of a million income. 62 grand or 63 grand in expenses, leaving us 161 profit. Yeah, that's everything. That's all the fees, everything all in. Just working out the total weight that we moved. Total weight that we moved was 3,048 tons in total. Drinks on me tonight, Lynn. So yeah. And we went from the harbour to the steel mill to the farm to City Southwest, the machine factory, all the way up to the food town. So yeah, not a bad little payday. Now, if we take out the turntable damage, the 100 grand, and it cost me at the start of the day, my profit for the day is like 62 grand. But I'm not counting that in, you know, that was just some big mistake. Yeah, nothing blew up. Maybe that's what we should do next. Maybe we should take a whole load of stuff and just drive it off a cliff and see what it looks like. Although I'm not sure the machine factory sounds the best place for that. Kind of want one of the oil wells, really. Will it fly? One of the best places, I think, is down here on the coast. But there's probably some nice valleys you could bin it. You could drive around to the oil well north and pick up some stuff. And then find a nice valley, nice bridge to drive it off. Or just basically drive it at full speed. So what? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Pick it up here and then just punt it down here to the steel mill. And then at the steel mill, just switch one of the points so that the whole thing just derails at the steel mill. And it all goes boom. We can do that. Thanks. Until then. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll take a locomotive over to the oil well, pick up some stuff, and drive it into the steel mill, and watch stuff blow up. You blow up the whole oil well by hitting the cards too hard. You blew up the oil well. Ram a locomotive into the cars at the oil well. That can't be as much fun as watching a massive derail at high speed. Come on. Right. I need to go and take my medicine, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes' time. And then we'll blow some stuff up.